Welcome to this broadcast number 4 out of 4 in January out of Copenhagen, fellow mind. We have been looking very much forward to this broadcast, focusing on marketing and custom insights. The first one in Wednesday, the first Wednesday, 7th, was on Copilot customer service. The second, 14th of January, was on the sales Copilot. Last Wednesday, we got a deep dive on the Business Central Copilot, and today, Jesper.
Insights apps. I'm using the old names here, but the new name for marketing is Customer Insights Journeys, and the old name for Customer Insights is new name for Customer Insights is Customer Insights Data. But for ease of use, I'm gonna call them Marketing and Customer Insights.
And Jesper, 2 portions today, and keep your eyes open because it's really, really nice stuff. The first bulk of Copilot features that we want you not only to take notice of, we want you to try it out because it's in your license. They help you marketeers actually kickstart and boost your usage of the marketing features and functionalities as such.
Mm-hmm.
Keep an eye on what Jesper is showing you in just a bit. And then, Jesper, we will wrap up with, have I understood it correctly? We will actually have a dialogue with data.
You're right. In the Customer Insights app, you can now have a dialogue with all the nice data you aggregated from all the various data sources.
We will speak nicely to the data, and they will behave nicely. I know they will because you showed me.
They will, yes. And as you see on this slide, we're gonna, look into the role of Helen, who is a marketeer. Her job is to create engaging experiences, and in her daily life, she works a lot with segments and triggers and messages and forms and journeys and events to create those engaging experiences for her customers. So she configures segments for audiences, she creates triggers so she can create those journeys of one, which is also what we kind of like to talk about as real-time marketing.
Yes.
She creates engaging and compelling messages, mostly emails with designs and content. She creates forms to generate leads. She creates journeys, segment-based or trigger-based, and sometimes she also sets up events, which can be physical events and webinars. And the marketing app can help Helen do all of this. She also spends time on ensuring that what she does is compliant.
Yes.
So there's a lot of granularity in the apps, helping her to set up consent, compliance centers, and what have you. And she can also, craft double opt-in if her markets is in Germany, and she can align with sales. There's a new set of capabilities helping her to score leads, and as a new thing in the app, the sales qualified functionality, helping her to define what actually is a qualified lead.
And a huge help for sorting out what should I use my time on or for today as a salesperson.
Correct. And as kind of hinted, the marketing app has a lot of capabilities and features that Helen uses in terms of different channels, deep personalization, so she can make the most out of the data model. She can go 8 levels deep in terms of personalization. She can create segments, behavioral, demographic, interactions, what have you. She can create triggers and segments, journeys. We kind of touch upon all of this in the previous slide. And then there is the Copilot, which is kind of the new ingredient in marketing. And they are all here for a reason. They will help Helen spend less time on the more mundane tasks, helping her to kickstart things that she needs to do in her daily job.
Jesper, when we talk to small member unions or large fashion retailers or the manufacturing industry and our global players, there's a wide range of how good are they actually to craft quality in their segments and actually run dynamic segments based on facts and insights. So, and therefore these disciplines are here to stay, but the Copilot really boosts its segment. Everybody wants to work with segments because it takes out waste of time, but it actually gives you the exact chance to be relevant, moment that matters, and triggers, yes, but also a classic one. It's all ready for you, and the Copilot helps you.
The Copilot helps you, yes. And there's a little handful of Copilots in marketing, and there's more to come. But in essence, at this point in time, we have Copilots to help you craft journeys or design journeys. We have a Copilot to help you define your segments, and a couple of Copilots to help you with your emails. Basically, if you're looking for a little assistance in terms of content, there's what we call content ideas. And there's also a new thing, the theming Copilot. I know that I've been spending a lot of time capturing color codes and what have you when I was designing emails. Now you can actually just swap or provide the your website to the Copilot, and it will inherit the color codes as well as the fonts and what have you.
Saves a lot of time.
Saves a lot of time. So there's this, I call it a handful of Copilots, and we'll be covering at least the first 4. And they all help you reduce time spent on what we could call the mundane task. Kickstarter, you will have to take a good look at the output and add your own creativity to the whole thing in terms of building and extending the journeys that it will create and so on and so forth.
That's why it's called Co-Pilot.
You are the pilot, and
this
is the Co-Pilot.
That's
right?
the nice part with the Microsoft motion here.
And as I said, there is this journey one who will take natural language and build a journey out of what you specified. Same thing with the segments. And then there's the email creation. You can kickstart the content and the formatting of the emails. And I should say that, they can do things, but they are still learning. So some of the stuff you would have to do a little extra yourself with the output, as I said.
When you have questions, just push them forward. I can see them, and we'll try to answer them as we are on the air, or we'll get back to you. So don't hesitate.
Correct. So the first Copilot we'll be taking a good look at is the Create Journey with Copilot. So creating journeys in Copilot can be a little cumbersome because there's a lot you will need to learn and master in terms of building out journeys. So this Copilot is here for you to simply put into the little text box at the end of this wizard, specifying what you want this journey to do. And in this example, I put in send the email event invitation to the segment contacts in the account Contoso Coffee. If the email isn't opened within 7 days, send this reminder. It kind of a kind of common journey to build. And
yes,
the Copilot takes the prompt and interprets the instructions and come up with a suggestion to a journey. And you see a little graphic representation of the journey to the right. And it looks like it did its magic. So it will start with the segment contacts in the account Contoso Coffee. It sends the email event invitation, and it has this condition saying if this email hasn't been opened within 7 days, send this reminder. And we could take a look at how this would look in real life. So I don't want to spend your time typing, so I'm going to copy the instruction. So here's the Copilot in the journey segment of the marketing app. I put in the instructions.
Yes.
Send the email to the segment if it's not opened, so on and so forth. And the Copilot takes a good look at the content.
Yes.
If you are less interested in waiting for the result, you can stop generating and skip to blank, but let's just go ahead with this. So here's what i.e. the journey, interprets, send this, so on and so forth. I could create a new one, but I have the result to the right. So here's the journey. and I can say, okay, let's go with this.
I like it puts the text in the following steps. Some people likes to watch the visuals on the right side. Everybody likes it, I guess, and you can alter it. But also the text, because this is how I understood your prompt.
You can articulate your own things and come up with different prompts. I click create, and this resolution is a bit big, so I can zoom out. So we can verify that it sends out to the correct audience the segment contacts in the account Contoso. It sends out the right email, the one I specified. The condition here was 7 days, as I specified. And it sends the reminder email here, and this is really, really nice. So, quick and nice example of how to build out a journey. I should say, if you're not using the Copilot and you create a journey, there's a lot of hoops to go through. Is it trigger based? Is it journey days? Is it
nice?
Is it what does it? Oh, sorry, this guy. So I could go this way and say, hey, let me build out this to the segment. How does it work? What's the time zone? And if you create, let's go here, create. And then I would need to point out what takes place with this segment. I'm gonna point it to an email. What happens to that email? It's a condition. I'm gonna wait for specific criteria or branch or what have you. So all in all, I can save a lot of time with the Copilot, or the Kickstarter, as I would call it.
Yeah. And Jesper, if you are not that skilled in it's a very, very, very nice UI, the Dynamics Marketing from Microsoft. But if you hesitate and you're not skilled and you are alone at the deck, but you need to get it out,
this will help you.
This
definitely
will help you get it done.
Agreed. So this was a good look at the journey builder, or the journey Copilot. So next up would be the segment designer, and same principles, right? You would add your specification or description of your segment. So in this little example, I would say, hey, give me a segment of those people I have in my system with a birthday next month. Maybe I'm gonna send out a nice little email congratulating them on their birthday and what have you. So I put in people with birthday next month, and I go create, and the segment builder will say, hey, my interpretation is birthday is next month. Sorry. So I say, all right, that looks okay. So I click use, and then it will come up with this segment for me, and I can go ahead and look how many members is in this segment. I should say with this segment builder, or this segment Copilot, it at this point in time, it doesn't understand and or include or exclude or what have you. So if I wanted to create a segment of people whose first name was Abby and combine it with this segment, so I was only sending out emails to birthday people with first name Abby, it doesn't understand, but it can take the instructions separately. So if we go and look at this segment here, for instance, Abby, the first name is Abby or what have you, you can easily specify the criteria here, contacts. All right, it does a lot of suggestions here, or we can go with contacts whose last name is Smith. Let's go with that, or maybe first name is Abby.
Yeah.
And it will come up with the correct segment in a little while. If I could key, this is why I don't key. Contacts whose first name is Abby. And first name is Abby, and then you can create that segment and maybe combine it with the one we just built before using the things you learned from the Copilot and add new, blah, blah, blah. So this will also help you create segments.
And again, back to we do experience people are really serious about segments because it's just brings you better loyalty, it just brings you new revenue, keeps your customers in the hood.
Yeah.
But Jesper, this really helps you.
This helps you, and we should note that these are all dynamic segments. So the moment you create a new contact and her first name is Abby, she will enter this segment. If you created journeys, sending out emails to those, she will receive the email. So they are dynamic. You only have to set them up once. So this was the segment builder or segment Copilot.
Yes, nice.
What many marketers does a lot is designing, configuring emails. Maybe they want this, or oftentimes they want this to look exactly like their website for consistency. So color codes, fonts, formats needs to be the same. And this nice little Copilot lets you actually enter a website, your website, and grab or inherit the color codes from your website in this. So the color palette that you're leveraging is identical to the one on your website. So just for convenience, if you look closely, the color palette right now is very simple, only black. But if I key in, let's say xbox.com, and ask the Copilot to fetch the styles, it will take a good look at the style sheet on xbox.com and create the color codes for us. And there's a long way to the xbox.com.
I'm way below average of really getting the format design right if I need to do it from scratch. But here you are in safe haven.
I am, yes.
Look at your websites or your standards, and you know it will follow it. And we just talked to a fashion retailer who asked about a special font that was previously not a part of the package. Now we are really good to go.
We are, and this, I know I spent a lot of time on this manually back in the days, but this really helps me.
I know.
Getting, the fonts and the colors and what have you correct for my emails. So this is, I know this one is work in progress. There's gonna be a lot more to this, but already now it's really helpful to be able to get the color codes and the fonts correctly.
Yeah.
So this was one of the, actually the third one I would show you. Entering now the fourth one.
Yeah.
Which is the one who has been in the mix for quite a while. It was actually the first implementation of ChatGPT I ever saw, like 2 years old mainly. So it's there for a reason. So if you are looking to get some inspiration in terms of the copy text in your emails, you can key in up to 3, maybe actually more, but keywords or even better sentences describing what you want in your email. And this nice little email with the nice dogs, we would maybe want something about healthy pet food, maybe award-winning pure ingredients, maybe even customer support.
Yeah.
So why not ask the Copilot to build out a text for this? And it can. So it will come up with a bunch of suggestions. And as always, you can trim this for length as well as tone, informal or personal or what have you. And it's really easy to bring in the text to the email. Simply click the add to email. Decide where in the email you would want this. Simply click the plus, and it adds the text, and you can start adding your personalization tokens and rearrange stuff, add colors, what have you.
We have done a lot of demos at customers, large and small organizations, the last months. Jesper, the tone in this text. I like it. We all know that you care about your pet, etc. But if you want to change tones, as you said, you can change it. But I can reveal that when we show this and what kind of email do you want to have crafted, 10 out of 10 times, not only you marketeers said this is nice, it's better than we would have been doing for sitting together 2 and 2 and get a review of it. Sometimes it may not be better, but you're still in charge because it's only a co-pilot.
You're the pilot, and this one is a co-pilot. And many would think I can do this better, but at least it can help you kickstart your creativity by bringing in this.
Yeah.
And actually, it will look at your existing emails and as well as content out there. So it will even understand and inherit one or two things you did in the past with emails like this one.
Yeah.
All right. So these were the examples from the marketing app, or the customer journeys, insights journeys, as it's called right now. So we have one creating journeys for me, segments for me, helping me bring in color codes and formatting of my consistent with my website, and then the contents ideas that can help me be creative with my emails.
Exactly.
So there's another app in these days. These two are sold as one. So Customer Insights, the real name right now is Customer Insights Data. It's all sold together with marketing at a very attractive price point. Customer Insights is a customer data platform helping you to bring in data and conflate data from all your data silos into one unified profile set. It can be, there's a learning curve to using this because you need to bring in data, you need to unify data, and a lot of other things. So there's a co-pilot in the system helping you use the various screens and forms in the app. That's one.
Yep.
And once you've learned and mastered the whole thing and brought in the data and created those profiles, you would want to understand what the hidden gems of the data is, and there's a nice co-pilot for that. You can ask the system for insights into your data. So the first co-pilot would be the one that will help you understand how to use the various screens. So it's contextual. It will update according to the screen you're at. So right now, how can I learn to set up Customer Insights? It's helping me understand how to do that. And if I go to different screens, it will help me with the screens I'm in. So the learning curve is flattening a bit. One thing it's not a co-pilot, I guess it will be, but there's a nice data prep report, because what's of the essence in this app is the data. So if you bring in data from different sources and one of the sources is missing information, the whole thing would be less efficient for you. So it can tell you about you are missing data in this column in this data source, and you can fix that and go around the bush one more time and get an even higher data quality. I have a 95%, it's basically okay. And then once it's in the system, I've done my unification, I've done my enrichment, maybe I applied some AI models for churn or product recommendations or customer lifetime value. I can then start asking my Customer Insights data for insights about my data.
Nice. Yes, but I need to tell you, my computer might restart a few minutes before we plan to end, but we are in good time. So
okay.
So at 11:26, we'll try to wrap up just before that.
All right. We will.
But we are scrolling in a nice pace.
So let me just show you a little bit about the Customer Insights.
Yeah.
So I'm in the marketing app, and I actually did a little extra and created a embedded Canvas app at the far right of the screen, showing me information about my profiles. In this case, Abby Moss, she has 93 reward points. Her loyalty tier is high. So that could help any marketeer or salesperson with this information just by looking at her contact card. And this information comes from the so-called customer profile about Abby. So her reward points is 93 and her loyalty tier is high. So I could bring this information into the marketing app. I can also see very, very actionable information about her, about lifetime spend and what have you. And again, you can see the Copilot helping me. What are the requirements to view a customer profile? So
very nice.
So having set up all of this,
yeah,
I can go into the discovery piece of the application and ask questions. And this time I won't bore you with the typing. So I can say, hey, which customers in my loyalty program has the most reward points? And it will look across all the customer profiles and generate a list for me, nicely sorted, with the ones with the most points. It will even show me the SQL instruction to the right, so I can start elaborating on this. And I can see that David has 355. He has the most. And somewhere down this, I will find Abby and her 390.
Nice.
293, right? So this is just an example of what we could do moving forward, because we need to finish this before Michael's PC reboots. So I could have this dialogue and even ask a lot of other questions like this long query. The prompts that I could use are those you see on this screen here. So really easy insights you can generate by just simply by asking.
Good inspiration.
Good inspiration. So you have this CDP with all the hence unusable data, I would say, or silent data now conflated into one unified profile and enriched, and everything you need to do, and you can start understanding what is the hidden gems in this data. There's also a little preview coming into how you can build segments in Customer Insights. Those segments are readily available for use in marketing, so those two are basically one. So the Copilot in Customer Insights, the really usable piece, I would say, is the one that enables you to ask your system about the data using your own language.
And Jesper, this is the bottom line of your message today to your listeners. It really gets you going, leveraging the Dynamics 365 marketing as part of your platform. And marketing is not only for selling, it's also for nursing, customers, members. A lot of customer service support organizations need marketing to push important professional messages out, updates on your installments in manufacturing, etc.
Yeah, and I'm not a licensing guy, but there's a key point to all of this. These two apps are sold as one at a very attractive price point, so you should really start looking at how you can leverage the CDP that's included with the price of the marketing app these days.
Capture this recording, as usual, on FellowMind YouTube channel. The playlist is Business Applications. Grab us, and we will love to show you stuff. But most importantly, try it out. You're in safe haven, and we know you will be surprised how awesome it is. And I think we got through anyway.
We got
restarting risk.
Yeah,
thanks for listening.
We would love to help you.
And have a nice day.